So
Alright. What's happening, everybody?
hello. Welcome to the stream, guys. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. How is it going today? How are you doing?
Let's see who we have here. Yankov, as always. Great to see you. Julieta, Adrian, Reinhardt, Dan, Dominic, Shaz, Gavin, Lucifer, Rio, RZ, Ronak. Great to see you all here. Yeah, I had an amazing Asia session with the fam in the VIP, and also the London session was super nice. So let's see what New York has to offer to us today. Yes sir, DS. I remember seeing you quite active in the Asia session, so let's see. Looking at the potential gold short here, but we can go through it. Looking at this potential quick push to the downside, but let's see.
Right. How was your day, fam? How was actually your weekend, and how did you start your week trading related? Everything good? Warren.
Great to see you here, Warren.
Nauman.
Nauman, yes sir.
Good to see you.
All the G's in the chat.
Yes sir.
Alright, I think we should have enough people right now. If you're new here, my name is Rio. I'm one of the Syndicate traders hosting today's live session, as usual, with our another G, Andre.
Nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Krishna. Good to see you here.
Krishna.
Revealing exchanges.
All right. Let's see what happened in the Telegram meanwhile, right?
Yes, sir. A lot of stuff happened.
Let's see. A lot of stuff indeed. Let's see. So, first of all, warm welcome to the newly joined members in the Syndicate: Damien, Kim Clausen, Jean, and Ron Shergan, many others that have joined us this week and also especially today. So I will show you quickly how to navigate the channels, guys, so you don't get lost, and also to show to the people that found us here on YouTube or are in the free channel, so they know what are we showing here, what are we posting, and how we do it on a daily basis. All right, so first of all, what you guys have to do is to check the Syndicate VIP Trades channel. All right, the most important thing, this is the place where Ryu is giving you a full analysis of what he's looking at every day. All right, he's analyzing for you gold, dollar, currencies, indices, using the indicators, volume profile, supply and demand, everything. Look at that, 12-minute video every single day, so you don't want to miss this. Okay, watch them. Getting updates as well. Look at that, updates. Oh, by the way, Ryu, what do we have here? Look at that, fam. Give a round of applause. All right, quote unquote applause to Ryu. Another past account, another 150k. Another 150k, man. This guy is a monster. Absolute monster. Alright, moving on. Again, look at that. BTC updates also from Pavel, our top G on crypto. Alright, this is where you start. And inside the Syndicate channels, right here, you go to the Syndicate system. This is where we have our full library of educational video series. Again, you don't want to miss this. You start with the document here. You read this one first. Right, let's open it. What we have here. You start with this. Look at the value added in here, right? Audio message from Gavin, our top G in here. What's up, Gavin? Great to have you here, man, as always. Alright, look at that. 24 minutes of volume profile. You mastered the volume profile. 23 minutes of supply and demand. How many people in here know to actually use supply and demand as they should? Alright? A mechanic that has ruled the world for thousands of years, man. Thousands of years. And you learn how to apply it in trading. Highly underrated. This will teach you how to set your bias. Daily bias. Short to mid to long term bias. Alright? Correlations and relative strength. If you guys are trading gold, you want to know about the correlations and relative strength. When dollar is weak, when gold is weak, what happens with one of them, right? You want to follow smart money, macro positioning and COT data. Almost 1 hour of macro positioning video series. You will learn how to set your bias mid to long term, alright? This is what we do here. This is what we have, a full library of video series, full library of the indicators that we are using, right? And of course, the channels where we are talking day in, day out. Where is the gold channel? This is it here. On second, it loads a little bit harder. Look at that. Trades and setups all day, every day. All day, every day. By the way, you already said it, Ryu, but you guys killed it today in Asia, man. This Asia session has been delivering lately, and you have killed it, man. Look at that. Chats. Alright, this is what you guys have inside the Syndicate VIP, alright? Okay, when you decide to join us, you know what to expect, alright? Full analysis on a daily basis, updates on a daily basis. Either we're talking about calendars, okay, the news that you're being updated with news so you don't get caught off guard, updates on the trades, setups, talking with the community members day in, day out. Alright, again, warm welcome to the newly joined members. It's a pleasure to have you here, really is. Alright, that's it from my side, bro. You can take over, brother.
Awesome, G. Appreciate your insights there. And before we start with the analysis, as usual, with the dollar and work our way through gold and indices, I want to see them likes getting up. So we have about 23 likes. I want to see at least 50 likes by the time we are doing the gold analysis. So at least 50 to 60 likes. So we'll start with the dollar for now. So yeah, thank you guys. The third 150k that I passed this month. So and currently have about 350k count, so about 450k in funded. So now all it takes is just consistency. All right, let's see the dollar. Okay, we talked about this in the previous week, about this potential bounce from this 12-hour demand, and basically we talked about this swing PLC as well. Ended up holding quite nice, and also we talked about this range and look at that beautiful rejection. So dollar has been quite slow today. Overall, even yesterday wasn't that much of a big push. It was like late New York. So what I'm looking at is the previous daily value low. You can see we already closed below it. I mentioned about the potential long on Euro USD, but I don't like the 15-minute overvaluation against the dollar on the 15 minutes, so I guess I'll pass on this for now and see what dollar's gonna do, because if dollar pushes up, then gold could drop easily and potentially give us this pullback trade here. So let's see. Nothing much to add on the dollar. I do want to see a proper breakout, because although it is getting rejected from a 12-hour demand, it's also getting rejected from a daily supply. You can see we have a rally based drop type of a supply, and it tapped into it yesterday, and it's been hovering around between the supplies. We also have a new 12-hour demand, of course, right here. So far it's holding, but again, price is quite choppy, so I'm not really a fan of dollar at the moment. And for that reason, Euro USD, it's quite kind of similar. You can see on a 12-hour time frame, it's just making barcode on a daily time frame as well, just week up, week down, and doesn't even move anywhere. So for the Euro USD, monthly demand is holding. Been talking about this for a long time. Even if you take week to week, look at these rejections: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, and inside that 5 months, many daily rejections here. So I have marked up this 12-hour supply, which is also daily supply kinda. So I do want to see Euro USD pushing up there, and that means that dollar could see a drop here to the 12-hour demand, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen around there. But on the Euro USD, basically similar to dollar, just inverted. If you mark out this range here, basically this one, you get the fixed value high, and that's where it's been getting rejected since yesterday. Basically pushed up, and now I have marked up the previous daily value high, which it has closed above. So if we see dollar dropping from here, we could see Euro USD pushing up from here easily and potentially taking out the Asia highs, maybe. So it's also the Sunday open, as you can see, so that's the reason why price is kind of holding, and dollar is almost at Sunday open. So not a fan of the price action. That's why I have been more focused on gold, and clearly it has been paying off. Gold has been super clean and super volatile, especially in Asia session, so I've been definitely taking advantage of that. Let me know if you guys align with the bias here, or you see anything different on the dollar. And if you have anything else to add to that, Andre. If not, then
Man, I fully agree with you. We're on the same page, man. Same exact page. Yeah, makes sense.
right, we are at 38 likes. We haven't even hit 50 yet. Come on, guys, let's see those 50 likes before we move on to the gold, if you guys want to see a gold analysis.
Yes, sir. See? Let's go, guys. We are 84 in here. At least 50. We can reach at 50 in a blink of an eye.
Yes, sir.
Smashed. That's it. That's the spirit, man. That's the spirit. Let's go, Dobrian.
48. 2 more likes.
There you go. See? That's it.
It's not that hard. Just a quick
Yeah.
like button.
Yeah, man.
I know a lot of you guys like
course.
gold, so Krishna said, "Hey man, I've constantly been getting tapped to over trading and revenge trading. Could you please help me with this?" This is, I would say, a common mistake that a lot of traders make, and this is where you have to basically set a rule for yourself. For example, if you take 2 stop losses or 3 stop losses for the day, you're gonna be done basically. That could be one good potential rule that you can set for yourself, and kind of avoid that over trading and revenge trading, and look for those maybe 1 or 2 trades a day, maybe maximum 3 trades, and be done whenever you hit 1 or 2 winning trades, right? Because whenever you get a loss and then you try to, how do I say this, you try to make it back, it always goes wrong. Most of the time goes wrong, so it's not worth it to try to make all the losses back, you know. So, and also have to be consistent. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, shall we move on to gold launcher? We have about 55 likes, would be nice to see 60.
Sure. I was just setting up on the 12-hour and daily time frame. So yeah, let's start with the gold analysis, right? So as usual, we are starting the analysis from the higher time frame, right? This is how you guys do it. Higher time frame, mid time frame, lower time frame, right? This is the order. You don't skip the steps. All right, so looking first at this, we can see here that gold currently is into a daily supply zone. So simply looking at the price action here, we have a drop, a base, and a drop type of supply zone. All right, this is the base and this is our supply zone, and you can clearly see that it got rejected once, and the second time was yesterday. Now it's also here a daily demand, but I chose this 12-hour demand zone on the same principle. All right, rally, base, rally, right? This is our demand zone. Got 2 rejections in a row today. So again, on the daily time frame, this line that we're having here, this is the seasonal forecaster, and this indicator analyzes past behavior, past patterns, past price action, and based on that makes predictions. All right, so for the newer people in here, keep in mind that this line, for example, this one here, was here before the price reached it. Okay, so for example, this top here was way before the price was here. So you can see, at least here you can see this top on our indicator, and this is what the top on the daily time frame, and as well the bottom, the top, and so on and so forth. Now to the present day, you can see here, this was 2 days ago, 1 week ago, on 30th of June, our indicator said it's a possible bottom top on the daily time frame. All right, as you can see here, gold bottomed out and now it's pushing higher, and now it's facing some resistance at this supply zone, this daily supply zone. So if we want to see gold going higher, it is absolutely necessary for this supply zone to be taken out, okay, to be doing something like this, and of course along the way to create some more demands that we can trade with. All right, so now going on the 12-hour time frame, as I said, we have here a 12-hour demand zone. All right, so right now we are kind of, right, quote unquote trapped, right? Not really trapped, because the moves in between these supply and demand zone were really clean, and the VIP members inside the syndicate really smashed it. All right, so not a problem that's in between, but worth mentioning, so you guys be aware of that. All right, now going on the 4-hour time frame, what you can see here, I have a strong resistance zone and a strong support zone that are of course the demand zone and the supply zone. As you can see here, right, you see all these wicks rejecting here and also rejecting here. So these are rejections to the supply zone, but also if you take this range on the 4-hour time frame, and also you can take it on the 1-hour time frame, we zoom in a little bit, you see this range here. Look at these rejections here at the fixed point of control. Okay, in this range, this is where the most volume has been traded. Zooming in a little bit, see this peak, right? This is where the most volume has been traded. So pretty strong level. If we want to see gold going higher, we need to break it, hold it as a support, and then move higher. Until then, we are trading the internals, okay? And this is what we have been doing for the past few days. All right, now for this session, here's what I am looking at. We have this range here. Let's go on the 50-minute time frame. Let me close the indicator here, and also this one. All right, we have this range selected. Okay, this is where the most volume has been traded inside this range. So the lower area of the range is the fixed variable low. As you can see here, is hovering around it. Now I want to see another 50-minute candle, and especially we are very close to the 1-hour closure and the 4-hour closure actually on spot. So it's extremely important to see the 4-hour candle closing below, okay, below here. Extremely important if we want to see gold going lower. All right, let's see how it's closing right here. And of course, if it decides to go lower, if you, for example, miss the entry here, if it's closing below the previous day point of control, it's another opportunity to take it lower. Yes, of course, we are reaching again this area, but if gold is unable again to take out the highs, it will signal some weakness, and we will be ready to take action on that. Okay, now as I said, with the supply above, in this demand here we have this range, okay, this one right here. It was rejecting from the fixed point of control, but also from the low range of from the lower point of the range, the fixed variable low. So if it drops below this range right here, I'm willing to take shorts even though we are in demand, and that's because it holds at the supply zone and sellers are stepping in. Okay, so paying attention to this range, as I said, want to see closure, the hourly closure below this range. If it drops, I will look at the previous day point of control as well, and if the volume kicks in and sellers are stepping in aggressively, definitely looking at this fixed value low. That's for the short side. If it comes again to the demand zone and I see good rejections and buyers stepping in again as they did here, yeah, not saying no to a long as well. Yeah, this is my view on gold. Let me know, guys, if this was clear for you, if you have other bias. All right, and if it's all clear, please drop a 1 in the chat, please.
Nice, look at all those ones.
One. Nice. Are there any people that have put 1 in the chat that have not subscribed yet to the channel? Please subscribe to the channel, geez. Let's grow this channel. Let's Let's help this channel get to more people. And let the people know that we are trading here with volume profile, with what actually matters in the market, alright? This is what we do here. We trade with volume profile. Awesome. Look at that. All these ones. One. Nice. All clear, and this must be getting better as my chart matches. No doubt, man. You have been putting a lot of work inside the community, so it's highly appreciated, man. Well done. Awesome. Alright, yeah, let's see what happens. 5 minutes till the hourly closure, and then we get the New York Stock Exchange open.
Absolutely. If there is any people here that are not in the VIP, maybe it's your first time in this live session, I want to see who is interested to the trades we took in the Asia session and also on London, so we can quickly go through them as well, because we took 3 trades on gold, all 3 full TP with minimal drawdown. Most of them actually no drawdown. And I want to see them likes at least until 80. We're about 73 right now, so 7 more likes. I'm gonna show the trades we took inside the VIP. Yes, we will share for sure.
Mr. Bonanza.
Is he here?
How are you doing, mister? Yes, he is. Great to see you, man.
I see.
Omar, doesn't matter where you are from, man. We are a family. Everyone is welcome, man. Just contact our support team. We will drop the link in the chat right now for you, and contact our support team, man. Or if you are in the free channel on Telegram, on the top right hand corner, right, you have the access button. You can also click that one as well, but you have the link in the chat, so click that one, talk to our support team, and our support team will help you, brother.
Yes, and to answer your question, we did announce yesterday that we're gonna do the Asian live session for tomorrow. So tomorrow, first thing in the morning, Asia session, we're gonna be doing the live. But tomorrow it's gonna be for the VIP people and also overall the Telegram people. So the link will be shared again. We've already shared the link, announced, and tomorrow will be the Asian live session, and it's been quite decent actually. So excited for tomorrow's stream. Come on, we need 5 more likes, guys. Alright, let me share my screen here, because these were the 2 Asia trade and this was the London trade. So 2 trades on Asia with the potential scaling. So we had the first trade around 300, almost 20 pips, and the scaling position 230 pips, and a lot of the G's as well took in the VIP, and this trade was super clean. We caught it right at the top, right at the Asia open, basically a couple minutes later, and then a massive drop here. I'm gonna go through the reasoning as well, not just the trade. And this was the London trade, which we caught around almost 100 pips. So really clean trades, just like yesterday. And okay, let me explain now why I took these trades. Let me go to the 15-minute actually. Okay, first thing in the morning that I opened the chart, I saw this market open took out the previous daily New York high by just couple pips and then dropped. Initially I wanted to take the trade from here because that was also the fixed value area low of this range. So if you draw your volume profile of this range here, you get the PLC and value low, and that's where it was getting rejected. So I did wanted to take the trade from here, but I don't really like to trade pre-session like that when I see a potential big volume coming in. So what I did was go on a lower time frame. This was actually quite textbook. Marked out this 5-minute range on a lower time frame and marked out the PLC and the fixed value low. Mark it correctly here. So the reason I decided to wait for this last squeeze, which I was even telling the guys in the VIP, is because I wanted to see that last squeeze to the upside. This was where the VWAP was as well, looking at the order flow. And then taking out this high, dropping, this was a clean entry model that I couldn't even let it go without me because it was super clean. And then I mentioned as well, if we pull back to the previous daily point of control and gets rejected, this is definitely going to be my scaling in position. And when I saw a lot of sellers stepping in, that's where I decided to get into the trade here on the scaling, and ended up closing on my futures account at the swing value high, and the CFD went all the way to the downside, which was the previous daily low, aligning with the previous weekly value high, which I've been talking about since yesterday basically. Look at that 1 hour rejections here, ended up coming down a little bit more and then pushed up, and this is the swing value high as well. If you take this low to this high, mark it out the swing value high. We've been using this key level since yesterday and been catching a lot of good trades at that time with that key level, and this was a clean 50-minute / 5-minute entry. Look at that overvaluation against the dollar on the 5-minute as well. Super clean, taking out the highs one more time here before dropping, and wanted to initially target this low here, but ended up closing all the positions here, but still around as I said, 100 pips in 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So a lot of the G's as well took inside the VIP. So let me know if that made sense. Drop a one in the chat. Get them once. Nice. A lot of you guys been enjoying the Asia session trades as well. To be honest, I've been enjoying it as well. Asia session has been super clean lately.
Yeah, indeed, man. Really delivered. I mean, the moves have been clean.
Yeah, super
so
clean.
4-hour candle closed
Mm-hmm.
and opened, and it took out the highs, and right now rejecting from above. So it's interesting to see now how it develops.
Yeah,
let's see. Almost hit that Sunday open, but it's good. Let's see if we see maybe the next 15 minutes closing below that fixed value low, and then a continuation. That'll be good.
Same thing I'm looking at. 15-minute still overvalued.
So Timbo has a question for you. What was your thinking of looking for shorts at Asia Open? Because the trend was up, price touching to the previous day POC, as you said. Why did you roll out longs?
Because at the Asia Open, as I said, it took out the previous daily high. If we actually gonna continue to the upside, I don't see, well, it wasn't previous day high, but the New York high. So I was looking at the quick scalp to the downside, but then also I don't agree that we are bullish. Trend is up. I don't agree with that because we haven't broke this daily supply yet. 8-hour supply is holding, while 8-hour demand is holding, so we are just ranging here, and we are not really that bullish yet on the macro. On an intraday maybe, but still there's a lot of work need to be done to be more bullish in here. I do want to see more demands getting created. I don't see a strong demand around this area. You see, all I see is daily candle wicks. I don't see neither a big push to the upside, neither a strong push to the downside. So all I was looking to was the intraday trades. You can see if I wanted to go for a 1 hour time frame, most of the trades would have been either break even or not even a trade. And right now we took out, no, we didn't took out the previous daily, but it did close below here. So also valuation, let's see how 1 hour was looking. Wasn't at equilibrium, so we could go both ways, but seeing that New York high being taken out and then dropping, and either way, if you didn't want to take a trade from that range, either way after the closure of the previous day POC, this would have been a trade anyway, so still my bias would have been the same nevertheless. So yeah, whenever I see prices kind of ranging, not really in a trend, especially if you look at daily, 12-hour, 8-hour, price is just in this area. See, haven't even left it compared to here that we were trending. Then of course if I see a daily bottom wick and then push up, of course that could be a really nice long, right? But whenever I see range, I try to just play the internal game. If I see the high being swept, failing to go to the upside, I take the contrarian to the downside. If I see the low being taken out and fail to go to the upside, I take a long. That's basically what we traded here yesterday, and also today there was a really nice trade from previous seek value high. So I'm just playing the internal game until we are seeing more follow through. Like even right now we could see that pullback, so this is what I'm looking at. A lot of sellers stepping in, so nice, clear for you guys. Awesome. And also one more thing, Timbo, this, as I said, the fixed value low of this range aligned with the previous daily value high. So in order for me to take a long, I needed to at least see a closure above the value high and then continuation. And if I see this kind of rejections here, I'm more in favor of shorts.
Jason, can you upload an image on Telegram? I will look through it, man, and I will help you out. All right?
I can help you.
Yeah, tag me in the gold chat, and I will help you out. All right, or general chat, wherever you want. I will help you out.
Wow, big amount of sellers stepping in right now.
I see that. Yeah. Wow, look at that.
Something massive is going on. I don't know what, but something is cooking. I might get into the shorts here.
If it breaks the lows, that'll be a good opportunity, maybe, yeah. I wouldn't mind to see a small retest of this small range here because it manipulated the highs right at the opening. 15-minute overvalued. Undervalued on 5, but
yeah, we could still come down and then pull back, so
yeah, sure.
Are the levels of a fixed range or the levels of a previous day / week stronger? Which do you prioritize when making? That really depends on the context, right? Because if you are seeing a bigger trend, then of course previous weekly could be interesting, previous daily, but then if price is kind of ranging, the fixed ranges could be interesting. So it really depends on the context. Like if we are really continuing the trend, the swing levels are absolutely spot on every time. So I'm not in yet. I will wait for a flip bearish and then something like this, then I might get in.
I like that it drops and it gets out of the undervaluation while being overvalued on 15. Right, my trading view went full black and I missed the entry.
Damn. I tagged it, so. Lucifer asked, how do you deal with the valuation when on the 15 minutes overvalued, but on the 5 minutes undervalued? A lot of the time I see if there is, for example, a range that it could pull back, maybe I wait for a pullback, but sometimes I'm willing to give this one a shot and go for a wider stop loss, you know? So in this case, maybe this something like this could be interesting. Hopefully it flip bearish again so you can get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, euro is definitely ranging, Warren.
Interesting that a lot of buyers are stepping in as well.
Yeah, I closed it.
Yeah.
Dollar still getting rejected from
Previous day value
low, so gold could
Yeah.
push up. And euro, yeah. Yeah, 15 came out of overvaluation on euro. Price action is not clean, Warren. I was looking at that setup on euro, but it's a bit
All right, let's see what happens next, man. Big buyers are stepping in. We will see if it's the case for a flip bearish again. Nothing yet. It is the cleanest. Yeah, it had really clean moves. Yeah, London was, let's say, a bit rangy if you want, but not the move down. But overall today was really clean on gold. I like it. Euro 4 hour not top week. Could be a possibility with dollar rejecting fixed point of control from early London session on lower time frame. Euro USD, Euro no top week. Yeah, and again rejecting from previous day very high. You can see it here, right? Looks good, but dollar as well is trapped in here with this trapped in between the Sunday open and this 12-hour demand zone and previous day value low / previous week value low. So what I would like to see is, of course, euro breaking above and flip Sunday open and flipping the weekly candle to bullish. But also if you go on the 50-minute time frame, let's do like this, it will be very good if euro does this, right? This is the fixed point of control right here, right? Let's make it like this so you guys can see it, right? So you can see that it rejected once from it and came lower, but didn't drop lower than previous day very high. So it would be good to see something like this, because at the same time, if euro does this, dollar will do this, right? Bam bam bam, something like that. And of course if it drops below the 12-hour demand zone, to take it out, and then we can say that yes, sellers are still in control, and maybe we can have also an intraday trend going on, right? If you draw it from the top, not bad actually. On 1 hour I think it's pretty spot on. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so we'll see if dollar wants to drop, it should do this, all right? Drop below this range here. Let's mark this one as well. All right, look at that, fixed POC right here, right? Let's name it fixed POC. There you go. Let's see what happens. Until then, let's look at the gold. Yeah, not the best 15-minute candle. It closed above the fixed value low, so it is a possibility for it to push a little bit higher. Yeah, looking at the 1 hour time frame, yeah, I will want to see the 1 hour becoming overvalued as well. What do you think, Ryu? I mean, I would like to see it coming again to this fixed POC here, and this strong resistance that I had marked here, right? And as I said at the beginning of the stream, this is a daily supply zone right here on the daily time frame. Look at it right here. So if it comes again here, I want to see the rejection once again, right? The first rejection that we had almost 2 weeks ago, I mean more like 2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks ago, was super clean. How much percent? How many percent? 5-6% to the downside. So we will see. We will see. No rush. Great music. Thank you, man. Thank you. Ryu is a great DJ, man. Ryu is a great DJ.
Appreciate it.
How do you... Yeah, please go ahead.
Sorry. No, I was just gonna say, beside that fixed PLC, I also have this range on gold, which price got rejected before.
Yeah.
You do have the fixed value low, of course, got rejected here, and the fixed PLC. Check that out.
Yep. I have the same one, mark, man. Perfect.
So there is this fixed PLC and that one. So either one, if it taps, gets overvalued. Both of them could be quite interesting to watch if it can get rejected, maybe. To be honest, this could push up. Maybe we could see something like this. Who knows? Based on the 5-minute valuation. 15-minute is still overvalued, so I'm not a fan. So I might just sit on my hands for now.
Yes. Just to answer to Daniel, how do you draw your fixed volume profile? Your levels are usually different from mine. Well, first of all, depends on the broker you are using. We are drawing the volume profile on Owanda, which is obviously the most chosen broker. Okay, so it has more volume than other. It is the most accurate CFD, right? So this could be something to keep in mind. I don't know also if you are drawing maybe on futures, and this is the CFD that you're seeing on our screen, and the levels might differ a little bit. What is the case? Let us know, man. We'll fix it, and we'll show you also the settings and what you have to set in here for it to show properly. And to Jason, you asked a question earlier, why am I getting the volume when I'm plotting my fixed range volume profile? Are you plotting it on the dollar from TVC? Now that I'm getting your question. If you're plotting the volume profile on the dollar from TVC, it won't show up. So try using a different dollar, maybe from capital.com or... Yeah, Ryu, you have a question from Warren, man. If you look at Dow, we can look at Dow and a little bit at the Nasdaq if you guys want. Yeah, Nasdaq sells off in Asia today. Look at that. If you guys traded Asia today and you took the short from the previous week point of control, you cashed out big time, like big time. Now for this session, it is very, very clear. I think if you guys see it, this is the previous week range that I have selected here, right? So up here, initially I had a buy zone because it was holding very well from this support zone that you are seeing here. You can see these many rejections here from the fixed value high of this range. So it started to create right higher highs and higher lows. So right here we had a high, here we had a low, then a lower high, then a lower low, then a higher high, then a lower high, and so on. But it failed to go above the previous week point of control, and in this case it turned into a resistance zone because the rejection was more than clear, right? 2 consecutive 4-hour candles are closed below it. So right now for this New York session, I'm looking to see the 1-hour candle to close below previous week's value low. If this is the case and it's closing right here, let's see how the valuation look. Do you have it on bonds? Yes, it's on bonds. 4-hour is not undervalued, later overvalued, everything is in the middle, so quite interesting. So to be honest, the best case scenario for this New York Stock Exchange open is for Nasdaq to open bullish, take out London highs, and then drop. We have this range here, the London range, which we can use like this, all right? And the value area low of this range aligns very well with the previous week value area low. So it could be the case for price to open, take out the highs, maybe even the New York highs, right, and then drop. If the 1-hour candle closure on spot is closing below previous week value low, I'm willing to short it. All right, it sold off from yesterday, and this Asia session sold off really good. So this could lead into a continuation, at least until these lows that you are seeing here, right? into this support zone, right here. So plenty of room to play with this one. Now if it comes here, down here, and it holds very well, and you see volume kicking in, and maybe it attempts to do a V-shaped recovery that usually is doing, right? It is a possibility to take it back up. All right, we'll see what happens in here. So in between previous week value low and fixed value area high here, plenty of room to play it either side. Yeah, let's see. Let me know, guys, if you understood and if you agree. If you disagree, it's totally fine. It's okay for us to have different biases. All right, maybe you see the market different, but this is how I see it. Okay, this is how I see it. Now let's see what happens. 5 minutes. Rio, wanna check Dow quick if you want? If you saw anything interesting? Yeah,
I was looking at it. Nothing spectacular, to be honest. It did close quite bullish last week, and actually yesterday would have been interesting because it did tap into that new weekly demand. Look at that, already pushing up. So also daily demand, quite interesting. And how was seasonal forecaster? Yeah, we still have room to push up. And on an intraday time frame, it already pushed up quite a bit. So the other key level is I'm looking at is just this range, to be honest, which is the Asian London. Either you take this range or this range could be interesting as well, and maybe swing. So there's a lot of key levels. Also overvalued on 15 and 5, 1 hour, so we could see a drop on the open, to be honest. So that's why we could pay attention to London range, Asia range, and also previous daily value high. And I actually wanted to take a short, but I don't see a clean key level, so I can take it from there, to be honest. Maybe below swing value high, but that's gonna be basically right at the New York Stock Exchange open, and I kind of don't like that. We're gonna go through Bitcoin as well, don't worry, G. So personally, to me, it's gonna be also observation day on the US 30. Yesterday was a nice trade with that drop. Was it this one? Yeah, Monday. What did we have there? Let's check. Previous weekly, maybe. Previous week. Almost. Where is it? Friday's key level, maybe. Or maybe this swing could be interesting. Swing PLC, boom. Magic touch. So this would have been a nice entry yesterday. How was the 15-minute? Quite aggressive. 5-minute was nice. 5-minute entry. Yeah, it's a bit not so clean, I would say, as how US 30 used to be. So that's why I haven't been trading too much lately. Been more focused on gold and Euro USD. So US 30 is out of my list for now until we see more cleaner price action and trend. But pay attention to these levels: the Asia range, London range, maybe the whole range. It's gonna be also London's PLC. So we could see this. We could see this. Maybe even lower to the previous daily value high. So personally, these are my key levels that I'm looking at. Nothing I would say as clean. Gold also hovering around, so maybe we see more volume in the New York Stock Exchange.
Yeah, let's see. We have 40 seconds. Yeah. After that, after the New York Stock Exchange open, we will see how it opens. And after that, Daniel and Tayo, if I said your name correctly, I will show you how to actually plot your volume profile, okay? The correct way. Previous day, previous week, range, how you spot a range, right? I will show you quickly, okay? Let's see the New York Stock Exchange open because it's extremely important as dollar is in this range, and we will go over it quickly, all right? Let's see. Go.
Personally, whenever things like this happen, I tend to mark out most of the key levels, like today, and then see which one gets the reaction. I just didn't know that drop because I didn't look at the US 30 yesterday and even a week before, so I wasn't aware. But US 30 is my baby. So, but I haven't been trading it lately.
Sure thing, man. Sure thing. The amount of backtesting you have done on Dow. All right, let's see. Looking at the order flow, not the best closure of the previous 15-minute candle. I think you saw it, River, right?
Gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Anyways, let's look. We will wait for the next 15 minutes to close, and until then, let me show you how to plot the volume profile. Okay, let's go here. Let's take the dollar, and let's take the dollar from capital.com. So you guys, let me delete this. We don't need them. So if you want guys to be easier for you, you can search for this indicator. It's a free indicator built by us. It's named Shadow Intel Sessions Map. All right, you can see its name up here, right here. Shadow Intel Sessions Map. It's a free indicator. You can download it. This one plots these vertical lines, which mean each day, okay, each daily closure and opening, and the yellow line represents the weekly open, aka Sunday open. Okay, extremely important. As you can see here, look at the dollar hovering around the weekly open. All right, extremely important. So you take your volume profile, you find it under forecasting and measurement tools right here, fixed range volume profile, right? And if you want to select a previous week, you go here at the start of the Monday. You can see at the bottom of my screen, there says Monday. That's the opening and the closing of the week, and you get the volume profile like this. If you haven't used yet volume profile, it will most likely show up like this, but you can change the settings in here. You go with 128, and that's it. You're good to go, right? At the row size, you go 128 and you're good to go, right? More rows, it means it is more, it has more details. All right, so no, what? This one. All right, so this is your previous week, right? You have the value area high of the previous week, the point of control, and the value area low of the previous week. Now, if you want to select the previous day, same thing, but on a lower scale, right? Monday opening and Monday closure, and this is it. You get the volume profile of a previous day, right? Simple as that. And this is your previous day. Now, you can select a range. Someone asked about a range. I can't remember your name, but so a range or a consolidation phase doesn't have to be a perfect rectangle, for example. Okay, it can be irregular, right? You can have a higher high or a higher low. It doesn't matter. Okay, it's a range, right? But in this case, we have, for example, this range right here on the dollar, right? You can see it. Let me highlight it so you can see it, right? So you can see this range here. Now, zooming in a little bit so you can see the details. You can see the value ever low of that range right here. Let's make it purple. So you have your consolidation here, a manipulation, and then a drop below the range, and then it retested the value low, and then it kept going lower. So this is how you select your range. And if you want, you can select also swings, right? You can take it from this bottom to this stop right here, and this is your swing level. If this was thank you so much, Gavin. Yeah, guys, that's the indicator that I was talking about, the Shadow Intel Sessions map. Gavin gave you the link in the chat. You can download it and install it in your trading view. All right. If this was clear, Daniel and who was there, Tayo. If this was clear, please let me know. Right. Perfect. All right. Let's move on. Let's see what we have here. Dollar again rejecting. That means gold is not doing that good, right? True. Dollar not doing that good. Gold, sorry. I don't know how many of you guys look at dollar when trading gold, but it's extremely important to look at dollar as well, because most of the times they have a negative correlation, right? So if dollar is pushing up, it is most likely for gold to push down, all right? And vice versa. But if both of them are pushing up or down, that means the relative strength comes into play. So one is stronger than the other, all right? Very clear. All right, awesome. Great to see that. Great to see that. All right, man. Let's see. Nasdaq. Oh, look at that. Went straight down, as I was expecting. To be honest, I wanted to see that push up first, but yeah. Let's see the same thing. Yeah. Let's see the 1 hour closure. If it's below this previous week value low, which is also, I think, the previous day range. No, it's higher. Someone was asking earlier. No, previous day levels are higher than the previous week value low. So yeah, let's see. Putting an alarm to the previous week value low now. If it comes back up, I will get a notification.
And check out US 30, guys. Told you guys we might see a dump right at the open to these levels. Of course, the valuation was quite clear. So let's pay attention to the PLC of London, basically London range, and the fixed value high of that range.
Yep, look at gold.
Gold, whoa.
Pushing up, yep. That's good. That's good. I like it.
Hour. Yeah,
1 hour,
exactly. PLC.
Yep. Immediate, right here, this range here that we talked about. All right. Now let's see. Waiting for the price to develop, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, DS. It's also Sunday open.
Yeah, just it had above. Yeah. 1 pips, 2 pips, something like that. Why we should not check for longs in gold? Nobody said you cannot check for longs in gold, but the current price action and the fact that yesterday at least it rejected from the daily supply zone, as you can see in here, right, on the daily time frame. Personally, I don't like to trade right into a daily supply zone, and especially when the reactions were more than clear, right? This was the first reaction in here, and yesterday was the first reaction, the second reaction, sorry. So yeah, you can try. Of course, the price can burst through it at some point, right? But it comes down to everyone's preferences and everyone's rules, right? My rules say that I don't really trade into a daily supply zone unless and only unless, let's say, dollar is dropping with volume, gold also has volume and buyers are kicking in nice. And let's say, for example, we have the key levels in here, which it is the case, all right? As we also showed you earlier, and also me in the analysis, we have this range here that is dating from 18th of June, 23rd of June. So it's basically kind of a week of volume. No, sorry, it was weekend here. So let's say about 2 days of volume, right? So it's this range that has to be holding the price down. So if it's closing, let's say above it, and then we have a retest right here, all right, and buyers are willing to defend this level that they lost for multiple occasions in a row, yes, you might look for longs, but until then it's a bit harder to look for longs. So this is why we favor the short side, at least for the moment. We'll see what happens. And even on the lower time frame, you can see it's struggling. Sorry, Ryu, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say, magic touch. You guys have to see
yeah.
this. We mentioned about this level, so you get that immediate rejection. So is it really worth it to long here? Not at the moment. As Andrea said, it's also ranging, so not really in a favor
and
of that.
Yeah, sorry. I wanted to say that the indicator that you guys are seeing at the bottom, this indicator, green and red indicator, this is the valuation scanner. This indicator evaluates another asset with the driver in the category, which of course we are comparing gold with the dollar because gold is denominated in dollars, right? So going on the 1 hour time frame, I will show you quickly. Let me hide the drawings so you can see. So this is the 1 hour time frame, right? You will see the accuracy. So short, let me tell you short that institutions like to buy when the prices are cheap, all right, which means the undervaluations here on the indicator, and they like to sell when expensive, which means the overvaluation on the indicator, right? So on the 1 hour time frame, and works also on the daily time frame, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30, and so on. So look at that undervaluation here, bottom, and it pushed higher. Undervaluation again here, and it pushed higher. Overvaluation here, look at this pop here after it took out the highs and then it sold off. Was this Asia? No, it was New York. Again, undervaluation pushed higher, overvaluation, low, under, so on. I can go with examples like this 2 days in a row and they'll still not be done. So this is why for the moment as well we are not favoring the longs. It could go. Not saying it cannot. It can stay in overvaluation and still go 20% higher, right? This is something that we cannot control. If institutions decide, yeah, let's buy here and go to the moon, right? The famous saying, it can go. But our indicators, our knowledge about price action and volume profile and supply and demand and all the concepts that we are using doesn't really yell go long. Again, to conclude, if it's closing above the strong resistance zone, holds it as a turn it into support, and then we see the buyers willing to defend the level, yes, of course, why not? We are not saying no to money. Right? What's the comparison ticker to compare with, please? I'm not aligned with yours. Yeah, man, no worry. You can use every dollar ticker you want. You can use the futures ticker. You can use from TVC, from capital.com. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. See? 1 hour overvaluation with the dollar from TVC as well. So it doesn't matter. All right, yeah, let's see. First reaction to the fixed POC is really clean. Fixed POC, Andre, not fist. All right, let's see. Patrick with a question. Let's say I mark out my volume profile, string range, doesn't matter, and wait until price reaches that level. What decides if if and when to enter. Well, there are multiple ways to enter a trade, right? You can set a sell limit, for example, or a buy limit, but it is dangerous, if I can say so. I'm not finding the exact word. Not dangerous. Not I hope you understand it. But you should wait for a confirmation, right? If that level is a strong support resistance, let's say in this case that we have this range here, right? We are not entering short right now, right? Especially after this move up. But let's say, for example, at this fixed POC, we see the next candle closing bearish, closing below this fixed very low, and the next one closes below this range, and we get a retest of this range. Then it's worth entering a short, right? Because you have the confirmation of sellers coming in at the fixed POC here, then shift in the structure. I like to call this a breakout structure. I know most of the people, retail traders, call them change of characters, of choke, right? It's a breakout structure, right? This is a structure for me. When it does something like this, it's a breakout structure to the downside, right? So again, you have a first confirmation here that sellers are stepping in, and the second confirmation if it comes below the fixed very low of the same range. But also if you go on the 5-minute time frame, you have some sort of a I don't know how many people are calling accumulation, manipulation, distribution, the power of 3. Yeah, right? Accumulation, AMD, manipulation, and then distribution with a possible retest into the, let's say, fixed POC or the fixed very low of this range. And then you could say with conviction that, yeah, gold is going down. You can go for 1, 2, 3 or whatever suits you the best. Yeah, aligned. Awesome, man. Perfect. Perfect. What are your thoughts, Ryu? Second touch into that POC. Third touch, actually, on 5.
Yeah, I think if it goes below, show my screen. If it goes below the fixed value high or this range overall, I think that's the only way maybe I would take a short. But gold is just being gold, you know.
Yeah,
it's teasing, goes up, then comes down, then probably gonna go up, then down. And also can't neglect that we had this move pre-New York, so that's why New York is kind of just consolidating as well, or accumulating the after a big push up.
Yeah.
Let's see, either way, if we catch anything or not, that's cool. We've already smashed the goal today. We're gonna be doing the live tomorrow as well for the VIP people, for gold trade only Asia session. Really excited about that.
Yes, sir.
Drop a 1 in the chat if you trade gold in Asia session. Let's see how many of you guys we have here. And we are almost at 90 likes. Let's see if we can hit 90 likes, guys.
90 likes. Come on, man. Make it 100. We are 110 here. What's 10 likes more? What's 10 likes more? Yeah.
A lot of ones, so. Alright, interesting. I'll be looking forward to see you guys tomorrow, especially the people that are inside the Telegram. Look at that, a lot of guys. Nice. Dominic as well. Appreciate you, Leo. Appreciate you. We try to keep it professional as much as we can and provide as much value as we can as well. There's always something to learn, right, in every session. Not just you guys, us as well. We learn every day. We are traders as well. There's always something to learn.
100%, man. 100%. I'm not going to sleep because of you. It'll be 2 in the morning at my place.
Well, then I'm looking forward to see you there, man. I'll have to get up at 8 a.m. so. Stay value high. Yeah. The first stay value high aligns with this fixed value low, so it's both of it. That's my I'm on the fence of shorting right here.
What is sleep?
Yes.
Okay, man. This is the mindset, man.
Indicator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I can send the link again. There you go. This is the link again.
Leo, yeah, Rio, can you also give the support link? We have it here. 1 second.
Yeah.
If I can find it. I know you had it.
I have it ready.
Yeah, you have it. Yeah. So Leo, this is the link in the chat that Rio is going to post for you shortly. So click on the Telegram link, and our support team will guide you. It's super simple. Super simple. Just contact our support team, and they will get you through it.
Who are you supporting FIFA World Cup? It's hard to say. My country is out. Brazil is out, so. But also Brazil wasn't played that good, so. I guess Spain. Spain could be an interesting one. I think Spain and France have a good chance. Norway is not that bad too, but I think Norway and England, I think that's gonna be interesting.
It will. Yeah. For me, I have two, and they are Argentina and Spain. One of them. I've always rooted for them, so I wanted to say Romania, man, but Romania isn't what it used to be, bro. Players like Hagi, I think everyone in here that knows football know who Hagi was, so yeah. It is what it is, man. So yeah, Argentina and Spain. By the way, Argentina plays in 2 hours from now. And Mutu, yeah, Adrian Mutu was really good, man. World Cup '94. Dow Jones, wow.
How many more Magic Touch you guys want? How many more?
Look at that.
How many more Asia session? So I'm not gonna look at the London session because this looks like the Asia session range is a bit more interesting right now. But I wanna see that London low being taken out easily. I think it can be done. But look at that, man. Through the pip.
Yeah. For the new people that might have come now to the stream, we are trading with volume profile, which is exactly what institutions are trading with, right? So if you want to learn more about volume profile, stick with us. You can drop a like and subscribe to the channel so you can see more of us. We are going live twice a week at least after the New York Open, so you can also turn on the notification and you will get notified every time we go live, right? Yeah, so gold right now, Ryu is into the fixed POC of that range, but it's surprising me that it's dropping alongside with the dollar, which is not bad at all.
It's one of those New York session.
Yeah.
15 looks good, 30 minute looks good. I mean 30 minute and tomorrow one. I just don't want to put this big of a stop loss spot.
It's too big, yeah.
maybe a 5-minute entry from here.
Could be, yeah. Could be.
And talking about trade, look at our G. Pavel with this beautiful...
I wanted to say that, yeah.
with this beautiful Ethereum trade. He's been absolutely smashing the crypto. Just a couple days ago, I believe it was a little bit higher. Let me just search for it quickly. He caught a beautiful Bitcoin trade. This one, found it. Look at this beautiful 6R trade. Was it 6R? 4.7 actually. 4.7R. And then closed majority at 3R. So we've been absolutely smashing it. And of course, me with the gold. Asia session gold has been
beautiful.
Juicy.
As you were speaking of the devil, quote unquote, our brother Pavel is in the chat, man. Welcome, brother, and huge congrats for the win. Beautiful.
Big W for Pavel.
Yeah, man, big W.
Let's drop them W's.
Here you go. Here's one from me as well. Nice, man. Congrats. Volume, man. Volume doesn't lie.
Yeah.
Doesn't lie, man. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, big time. I really like to see a drop below the range and a possible retest. This will confirm because so far all these rejections on 5 and 15 are more than clear. So I want to see a drop below this this range and the possible retest. BTC reacted also super nice, just didn't give clear entry for me to enter. Well, you have many options, man.
Bitcoin
Killed it.
We can't talk about Bitcoin too. I remember some of you guys talking about Bitcoin.
Yeah, sure.
Do you count the week in the range? Which one are you talking about?
Or is a general question?
Yeah, because depends. If the week is in the range, why not? Gold. Are you talking about this range? Because I mean, either way, it's the bullish candle in the middle. This one. Yeah. I mean, I would take it until here, until this.
Yes, exactly.
But either way, since I have a key level here, fixed value low, I'm not gonna mark that one. But this could drop.
The POC of this range aligns with the fixed value low.
Yeah.
To the pip. So they're the same.
Wait, they're there. This one in the middle? Is this what you mean? This one in the middle? What a drop on gold.
Yeah.
All those sellers getting in right now. Tenth candle from the right. This one. I mean, I count the range until here. Doesn't matter if this one is or not, because this is still the range. You can't think about candle, you look at the range. This is a range. You can't see this one just as a range because this is still a part of it. This is not the breakout. If this one was a breakout, then yes, you could count it until here.
Yeah.
Yep. Hope that made it clear. Look at that drop. Personally, I don't want to enter, but okay, Dow's gonna go for a full-on meltdown.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
NQ as well. Yeah.
See you in the next week, I guess. Oh, nice drop on gold. Yeah, agree, Kobe. But also, I think we had a green level here, if I'm not wrong. Was it here? Where the hell was it? Or maybe at that time I was marking until here.
True, Kobe. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. 30 minutes, 15 minutes still looks good. It could drop, to be honest.
Almost there. Yeah.
Yeah.
4154.96.
Yes.
That's the previous day POC for me. With the 5-minute undervaluation, I think it might find a little bit of support here, and then it could attempt to go a bit higher, and this is where the range will come into play, the current range.
Agreed.
It can get interesting right there. Yeah.
Also, it's getting kind of tight with the key level, so not sure if I want to risk it with this tight key levels.
Okay, so 1 hour candle closed on spot, 4 hour on futures. So now let's see what happens. It could set the top wick. Dollar yet not doing anything. What is this price action on dollar, man? It basically not Asia but London and range has barcoding basically.
What's random price action so far this
Yeah.
week? You're gonna wait for a deeper pullback, right? To the value low?
Yeah. I want to see that. Value low POC.
Yeah.
I would like to see this valuation
coming out.
Going out of undervaluation on 5.
Agree. While we wait for Goldie, we can talk about maybe on Bitcoin.
Yeah, sure. I will let you know if anything.
Yeah. By the way, called out this beautiful move on Bitcoin here from the swing POC about 4.4% on Bitcoin. So a lot of people that were in the Telegram actually saw this one. What a beautiful trade. I'm gonna show it to you guys actually on the Bitcoin channel. Literally yesterday. Look at that. I mentioned the swing POC. We could see some form of support with the 1 hour undervaluation. Boom. This is what happened after. So, of course, power.
Magic.
Beautiful Solana trade as well. But what a push up, man. Just what a push up on Bitcoin. And I'm gonna show it to you guys why I was waiting for this move on Bitcoin. If you go to the higher time frame, it did tap into this weekly supply that was created 3 weeks ago, got rejected, and then zooming in, we do have of course that daily. It could be also 12 hour, but not so clean, not my favorite. We do have 8 hour, but it didn't tap, so that's why I was looking at this daily. Let's see, 3 daily is actually valid too. So daily demand, I need to put it on the hour, aligning with the swing POC. Look at that, couldn't get more textbook than this. Daily demand, key level, undervaluation, boom, that's it. Clean trade, clean push up. 4 hour, look at that, huge bottom wick. So that was a really nice setup here, even on the 15-minute if you wanted to enter with a tighter stop loss. Oh man, this would have been a big trade. So take this 7R. So what I see right now is we are still in that weekly supply, and price hasn't been able to continue from here, so I'm expecting maybe a drop again to that daily demand, and the price action is starting to get kind of ugly here, so I'm expecting to just range here, maybe come down, push up, range, push up, range. So for now I'm more on observation mode on the Bitcoin. Let me know what you guys see on Bitcoin. I want to see if you guys are bullish, bearish. While we wait for that gold, he decided to drop again.
Yes, it's melting, to be honest.
Take care, Patrick.
Getting close to the VWAP, and that VWAP, what about this swing here? We have anything up there, but the value are low, 37. Okay, let's see. Interesting. We'll see what happens. Undervalued now on 5. 15 comes in undervaluation, so it is a possibility to turn into something like this, a value or a high of this range here, right here. We'll see what happens here as well, right into this support zone that I told you guys to pay attention to, right? Let me put this one like this and this one like this, right? So holding very well right now, and this actually right here, it is the previous week value high, looking like this, so you guys can see it. So 3 consecutive candles closed right above the previous week value high, so it's indeed a good it's a good support for gold. It's also the 12-hour demand I told you and I showed you earlier, right? This one right here. So let's see. It could turn out into a beautiful trade if it comes lower. So setting an alarm to this one as well and see what happens if it reaches that point. Oh, sorry. This music is like we are in a spa. It is relaxing. Well, I think that's a good thing or a bad thing. Let me know. Let us know actually. So did you go to short or not? That wasn't clear. No, we did not enter yet. Michael. All we wanted to see after this push down, if we go on the 50-minute time frame, right, you have, let me delete this one and the key level. I will put it again later. So all this rejection that you see from below, these are buyers stepping in every time, because in this candle there have been taken a lot of trades. Okay, so this is an impulsive candle, so a lot of buyers were in this candle. So when sellers stepped in every single time and tried to push the price back in, they couldn't, okay, because buyers were stepping in every single time. So right now we wanted to see, and actually we want to see, If you select this 5-minute range, doesn't matter, you can take it from this one up until this one, or you can take it without this bullish candle. So it's the fixed value low right here. It wasn't tapped, it was very close to being tapped, but yeah, it dropped. Wanted to see a more cleaner rejection here, like sellers really confirming that they took over the price in this range.
Yes, and we didn't want to be initially right at the breakout aggressively in, because the price action has been quite choppy, so we could see the breakout, pullback, and then continuation. Because right now, if you see on the spot, getting rejected from a previous day point of control, so we, as Andre said before, 5-minute undervalued against the dollar, so we could see some form of pullback right now and actually make a quick push to the upside like this, maybe an edge more one, whatever, and then see what's gonna happen. But that range, as Andre mentioned, is our point of interest.
Right now it could drop some more, that's clear.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Relaxing music, calm mind, no aggressive force trades. I mean, even when we have some music with higher BPM, we are always patient as well. It's just sometimes you get more excited, you know. But hey, sometimes it's good to have fun in trading, don't you? Tayo, we just answered this question that Michael as well asked, and Andre has just explained this trade or a setup that we didn't took it. We were waiting for a pullback and then taking a trade.
Yeah, if it pulls back to that range and sellers confirm that they are willing to hold that level, all right, to defend it, yeah, we will consider the short from that range above that you are seeing right now on the screen. You can see on 5-minute right now is rejecting from the previous day point of control. This is where the most volume was traded yesterday. So let's see. Okay, for you to see, I will plot the volume profile over the previous day so you can see it. See, you see this valley here, the valley, the peak here, right? This is where the most volume was traded yesterday. Actually, nice step into this low volume node view. Now that I see it, I kind of missed that low volume node here. And for the people that don't know what a low volume node is, it's an area with a little to no volume traded. Okay, this, let me zoom in a little bit, right? This valley that you are seeing here, this is a peak, you can call it, and this is a valley. So usually when there is a low volume node, markets tend to visit the area and fill it with volume, of course. So
yeah, that's on that's a good thing to look at, because on the futures, as Andre said, the low volume node, but then on the spot chart or CFD, it aligns with the previous day point of control, where most volume was transacted yesterday. So that's a good confluence to have, because not always you're gonna have the same key level on the futures and CFD, and it doesn't matter if you trade just the CFD or just the futures. It's good to look at both of them. I personally look at both of them.
Yeah, same here. No, but now I was showing on spot.
Yes.
Yeah. Break even hit on euro. Well done for the risk management, man. Yeah, wow, look at that. Dollar is pushing. Yeah, look at, wow. Look at the taps into this fixed POC, man. Look at that. Magic touch again. This fixed range here, right here, fixed point of control. Look at all these touches, and the last one. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, next thing, if dollar wants to go higher, it is definitely the previous day point of control, and especially this range here, right? If you select this range like this, the value area low of this range would be a good start, but good start from previous day point of control as well. So a break and retest of the previous day point of control, it would be a good start. A lot of room to play here. We'll see. Dollar has to go higher. If he wants to go higher, actually, it needs to break the structure. It needs to break the supply zone that has been holding into. What do we have here? You said your daily supply, right? Yeah, what? Daily supply on dollar.
Dollar, yes. Supply.
Yeah, also 12 daily hour. Supply. Yes, also 12 hour, but it's also this one here.
Oh no, it didn't tap it.
No, he didn't. We'll see. Started to pick up just now. All right, gold broke below previous day point of control. Let's see. Watching this range here into this support zone. Actually, let's delete this one. All right. Yeah. Okay, what we have in chat here. Okay, I think we'll drop to the previous daily low. There is some support there, or can try for the 100. 4100. It can come also to this area. You can see that around 4116 it already rejected once to this range, right? We also have this range marked out right down here, which is right into the 12-hour demand zone. So it is a possibility, but just be careful if it does that, because if you go on the 4-hour time frame, that means if it drops to the 4100 level, right, which is right here, right, less or more, that means that if you look up here, you have a high and then a lower high and the lower high here, and that means if it goes lower here and you have a 4-hour, 8-hour, 12 daily candle closing below, that means you have a new lower low on the mid to higher time frame. So it will be harder for buyers, right? Because at first you have the strong resistance zone that I have here, and it's also the daily supply zone. You have this range here with the clean rejections to the fixed point of control. You have 3 rejections here. We also have this range that it currently rejected from. You see it on the screen, and if it drops to the support zone, this could potentially turn into a resistance zone, right? You can see it from here. Support here, then a resistance here, then again a resistance, but then buyers pushed through, and now it came down twice and held. And if it drops below, and is a potential for a continuation to the downside, but we will see. We trade what we see. Mm-hmm. 50 minutes, 30 minutes still above the previous day point of control. Dow melted. Look at that view. Dow melted. And Nasdaq well.
I said I'm kind of expecting that drops from the top.
Yeah.
Just there was no clear entry for me, at least. I mean, there was technically from the fixed POC of the Asia 5-minute entry, but would have been break even by now. So this basically. That Asia session, if you mark the POC, get a 5-minute entry, but personally I didn't want to enter from here because it was kinda undervalued on both 15 and 5, and I don't want to risk it there. Yeah, gold, seems like it's finding support here. Dario, when Andre is back, he will be back like in 1 minute. He will explain to you about the Nasdaq. Yeah, gold is a bit tricky on the New York session. It was nice pre-New York, to be honest. I did mention earlier that if we close above swing value high, it could be a long potential, and also above previous day POC. So played out on both actually. That would have been the first. This would have been the second. Even if your stop loss was below, it would have been TP by now. So either way, I think that was the trade for New York. Now it's a bit choppy. Not clean at all. Not a fan. So I just had this one marked up because I wanted to see how it would have played out if I would have entered. We're back, Andre?
Yes, yes.
Dario was asking about the NQ level you have there.
Yeah, sure. I have it right on my screen. Let's talk about it. Yeah, so Dario, on the 4 hour time frame, I have this level here. Actually, not on 4 hour, 1 hour, sorry. Is the value or high of this range, right? You can see the reactions that it had here, right? One, twice, 2 reactions, but overall the zone is holding very well. The only key level that is here right now is this previous Sunday open, right? So the opening of last week. Wow, what a touch. What a beautiful touch. So this is the PSO, which is the previous Sunday open, right? So far it's a clean rejection. Now it's not undervalued on 1 hour, but most likely is on 30, on 15, and all other time frames. So I would wait for a confirmation, at least for a 15-minute candle to close bullish, and then ideally for the next one to open bearish and then flip bullish, because in this case just a small bracket here. When we are considering some entries, we like, for example, if we want to take a short, we want to see, for example, the second candle that it opens in the opposite direction of our trade, and then to flip in our direction, because this will confirm that for example, going short, this will confirm that sellers are in control. Okay, just so we be clear. So now if you go on the 5 minutes, the first 5 minutes, yeah, it looked good, but you can see that the second one didn't show the confirmation. So just keep in mind that the market is fractal. Okay, so if a trade, if a setup fails on 5 minutes, you can go on 15. If it fails on 15, then you can go on 30 or on 1 hour and so on. Okay, so if it's still holding above, let's say in this case the previous Sunday open, maybe it is worth considering going long. But after this push here, actually look at the candles. They are bigger and bigger with each candle, right? You have this one, then this is bigger, and this is also bigger, then this is the biggest of the 4 candles. So this is still a strong momentum. So I kind of doubt now that this previous Sunday open will hold. I want to see actually what happens if it goes again to this fixed value or high of this range, right? Let's move this one here. So if this one holds again, right? Let's say 1 hour, 4 hour candle closing above it, one aggressive entry would be here in this fixed value high, but for a confirmation that a recovery might come, I would wait, to be honest, a closure above this previous Sunday open, right? So something like that. So not like this, something like that, right? And then to continue going hard. Look at that. Yeah, buyers are stepping in big time.
Okay. Nice. Gee, glad Andrew were able to answer your question. I know you earlier asked me on the Telegram on private, so glad his explanation right now was clear to you.
Yeah, man, if you have a question, any question that you have, you can also drop them in the general chat, in the indices, gold, whatever asset you want, let's say an analysis on or help with. Just keep in mind, guys, all right, I'm talking with everyone in the chat right now. If you guys are in the VIP, or of course are people in here that are not in the VIP, when you're coming into the VIP, when you will come into the VIP, chat with us in there, okay? Drop your setups and talk with the other members, okay? Because whenever you are sharing your setups and you ask, for example, for a feedback, the feedback loop is what accelerates your progress, okay? Keep in mind that every question that remains unanswered for you, okay, trading related, right, it might be blocking your path to success, okay? So why remain with that question? Just ask it right away, and 100% someone will answer to you in the shortest amount possible, right? Or you can tag us in there. You can tag me, you can tag Ryu, Ronak, Pavel. You can tag us in there and we will answer to you right away. So go ahead, okay? Now to answer to Michael, so large candles build huge FVGs, so this should be filled rather sooner than later. Yeah, well, we are not working with FVGs, we are not working with this type of stuff, with ICT terminology. For us, it's only volume, okay? This is what builds the candle. If you are using, for example, a order flow platform or something like that, you will see how at each price point there are strong volume levels with a lot of volume levels, but there are also levels with little to no volume levels, and these are the places where usually price returns to, right? It could be a POC of this 1 hour candle, for example. I think I can see it here. Where is it? Let's go on 1 hour, 1 second. I'll show you quickly. Okay, on the right side that you're seeing here a lot of volume, but for example right here you see that it's not as much volume as it's in here or in here or in here. So usually the market goes to either high volume areas or low volume areas, okay? At the high volume areas, as you can see here, this is the value low of this 1 hour candle, right? And it reacted right here in this huge cluster of orders. So yeah, if you use the FVG terminology and this works for you, yeah, totally fine, man. Whatever suits you the best. But this is how we see the market. We see underneath those FVGs. Yeah, all right.
Drop a W in the chat for Andre for his explanation. His explanation is just super freaking clear.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
See you in the Asia session, Diaz.
Thanks for tuning in, man. As always,
Yes,
you
sir.
have been always super active. Thanks for tuning in.
Kenneth, thanks for joining in, G. Thanks for subscribing as well. Welcome to the Syndicate. Tessin asked if it retraces back to range, would you still gonna look for shorts there, and what kind of confirmation would you like to see? Personally, I wouldn't take right now because it's getting late New York and I don't trade late New York. But if it pulls back, maybe if you see dollar pushing up at that time, it could be a good confluence, but price action looks a bit choppy, so I'm not gonna touch this anymore. Already made my good profit in Asia and London. Tomorrow we're gonna have the Asia session live as well, so excited for that one. And it was a good stream. It was a good stream. Of course, New York was a bit slow today. Not every day we're gonna catch super clean trades or just clean movements. There are days that we're gonna catch this choppiness on New York. We had a lot of volume on the indices though, but on the US 30 wouldn't been a nice trade. At least for me, if I wanted to take a trade, I would have been up here, so I could be TP by the time it's at the Asia low. Dollar quite choppy. I don't like it. It's just sparkled. Look at this, man. Just since Asia, it's the same freaking place. Didn't even move, while gold is making some pretty decent moves on a lower time frame at least. So gold is kind of ranging between all of these important key levels. You can see we mentioned about that fixed POC. Boom, look at that, beautiful. Even if you wanted to take it from there on your own risk management, you would have been TP by now, right? But of course we had to stay a bit more patient, because sometimes being impatient doesn't pay you well.
100%, man. Very well said.
But yeah, it was a great stream. Thank you everybody for joining in. We absolutely smashed, as I said, the Asia and London, so I'm looking forward for tomorrow, and we're gonna keep doing these live sessions for you guys and provide as much value as we can, and looking forward for more questions for you guys in the stream as always. And my last thoughts by Andre.
Yeah, well, first of all, if Spidey is in here, welcome to the Syndicate VIP, brother. Great to have you there. And for everyone in here, thanks as always for tuning in, for being so active, for sharing your thoughts, for putting so many valuable questions. And as always, manage your trades carefully, and see you on the next one. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Have a good one, fam.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Cheers.